Imagine a world where each meal isn't just a ritual of sustenance or a fleeting moment of sensory pleasure, but a deliberate, mindful act that fuels both body and mind. Picture a time, just a step into the future, where the mere act of choosing what goes onto your plate is infused with the power to profoundly influence your energy, your well-being, and your longevity. In 2025, this is not a dream. The narrative surrounding our meals has transformed. What we eat, how we eat, and why we eat has entered a new era. This is the dawn of the wellness revolution at your fingertips, on your forks, and within your daily choices. An era where your food serves as both nourishment and medicine, delight and defense, tradition and innovation. Drawing upon centuries of culinary wisdom and the latest scientific insights, this new age of nutrition is fundamentally changing the way we think about food. Meals are no longer designed just for flavor or to honor family traditions, nor are they chosen for convenience alone. Now, what we select to eat is the outcome of a sweeping global movement, an awakening to the powerful impact of nutrition on every facet of our lives. The catalyst behind this transformation, accelerating through homes, markets, and restaurants alike, is an intricate tapestry of discovery. Researchers and visionaries are uniting to reveal the deep interconnections between the foods we consume, the health of our internal ecosystems, and the state of our physical and mental resilience. At the center of this tapestry is a once overlooked organ, the gut. The gut, often dubbed the second brain, is now recognized by scientists and the general public as a linchpin for holistic well-being. Within your digestive tract dwell trillions of microorganisms, bacteria, viruses, fungi, that together are called the gut microbiome. These tiny tenants are not just passive passengers, they are active players in your health story. They break down food, produce vital nutrients, fortify your immune system, and even communicate with your brain. The revelation that a balanced, diverse microbiome can impact mood, energy levels, digestion, and disease risk has sparked a renaissance in food science and home cooking alike. No longer are foods rich in probiotics and prebiotics limited to specialized health stores or reserved for the most passionate wellness enthusiasts. By 2025, these ingredients are commonplace, woven into breakfast bowls, dinner tables, and cultural celebrations. Probiotics, those beneficial bacteria found in yogurt, kefir, kimchi, and fermented foods, are prized for their potential to cultivate a robust, resilient gut. Meanwhile, prebiotics, naturally occurring fibers in foods like onions, garlic, bananas, and oats, serve as sustenance for these microbes, ensuring they thrive and confer their benefits. The relationship is symbiotic. Gentle, nourishing foods support a flourishing microbiome, which in return nurtures its human host. Parallel to the surge in microbiome awareness, another profound shift is underway, the rise of plant-forward eating. But this is not simply a revival of vegetarian or vegan identity. It is a flexible, inclusive approach that prioritizes plant-derived foods while recognizing the unique cultural, dietary, and personal needs of individuals worldwide. Legumes, whole grains, leafy greens, vibrant fruits, and an astonishing variety of seeds and nuts are becoming foundational staples. The popularity of these ingredients isn't just a passing trend. It is rooted in robust evidence of their nutrient philosophy. Fiber-rich, vitamin-packed, and rich in minerals and antioxidants, these foods are medicine in their purest form. What makes plant-forward eating so powerful isn't only the personal benefits, energy, satiety, reduced chronic disease risk. It is the collective impact. More and more, individuals are motivated by a desire not only for personal wellness, but for planetary health. Plant-based meals, compared to their traditional animal-centric counterparts, have a substantially lower environmental footprint. They consume fewer resources, create less waste, and generate a fraction of the greenhouse gases. Choosing lentils over lamb or leafy greens over processed meats is seen as an act of environmental stewardship as well as a dietary choice. The experts agree, this is more than a passing fad. Dr. Jane Smith, a renowned nutritionist with decades of experience helping clients transform their health, reflects on the changes she's witnessed. She notes, the integration of gut-friendly foods into daily diets has shown remarkable improvements in patients' digestive health and energy levels. What once was anecdotal is now measured. Fewer digestive issues, steadier moods, greater stamina. Across the kitchen counter, culinary expert chef Carlos Rodriguez expresses his own enthusiasm at the blossoming culinary landscape. Incorporating more plant-based ingredients has not only enhanced the nutritional value of meals, but also introduced a new realm of flavors and textures to traditional dishes. No longer is healthful eating seen as bland or restrictive. Instead, it's an invitation to a world of diversity, vivid spices, unfamiliar grains, forgotten herbs, delighting even the most discerning palates. Fueled by this twin awakening of gut health and plant-centric eating, a new wave of curiosity has taken hold. The question arises, could the secret to transformative wellness reside not merely in ingredient selection, but in the artful combination and preparation of foods? Ancient culinary traditions have long whispered about food synergy, the notion that combining certain foods can multiply their benefits, creating a sum greater than its parts. Modern science is catching up. Consider the classic pairing of beans and rice, a staple in cultures spanning from Latin America to Asia. Separately, they offer incomplete proteins, but together they form a complete protein, providing all the essential amino acids the body requires. Tomatoes and olive oil, a foundation of Mediterranean cuisine, exemplify another synergy. The healthy fat dramatically increases the body's absorption of the tomato's antioxidant, lycopene. Turmeric and black pepper. The active compound in pepper, piperine, magnifies the curcumin in turmeric, bolstering its anti-inflammatory effects. Even preparation methods, raw versus cooked, blending versus whole, fermenting versus roasting, can tilt the nutritional scales in unexpected ways. For example, fermenting cabbage into sauerkraut doesn't merely preserve it, it enhances its probiotic content, infusing each bite with living, beneficial bacteria. Slow-cooking tomatoes concentrates their lycopene for greater antioxidant punch. Steaming, blanching, and sautéing can preserve the delicate phytochemicals in certain vegetables, ensuring that their goodness survives the trip from kitchen to table to bloodstream. This dance between tradition and innovation is on full display in modern kitchens. Armed with an awareness of microbial terrain, the colors of plants, and the nuances of food synergy, today's cooks, amateurs, and professionals alike are transforming their kitchens into laboratorium and their plates into palettes of wellness. Shopping lists have changed. Where once the perimeter of the supermarket was traversed for convenience, now the center aisles are also explored for ancient grains, global spices, and unconventional legumes. Meal planning incorporates diversity in both hue and nutrient. People are reimagining bland oatmeal with added chia seeds, tart berries, and drizzled honey, or fortifying simple salads with toasted pumpkin seeds, radicchio, and a spoonful of probiotic-rich sauerkraut. Breakfast tacos might feature spiced lentils instead of eggs, layered with fresh salsa and avocado. Dinner bowls overflow with roasted sweet potatoes, wild rice, marinated tofu, and pungent kimchi. Eating for health in 2025 also means embracing personalization. The food revolution recognizes that no two bodies are identical. What nourishes one may not suit another. Thanks to advances in nutritional science, DNA analysis, and even affordable gut microbiome testing, people can now tailor their diets to their own unique biology. Some discover a previously unknown gluten intolerance, prompting a pivot to gluten-free ancient grains like quinoa or buckwheat. Others learn their microbiome thrives on resistant starches, prompting them to boost legumes and cooled potatoes. Feedback is instantaneous: clearer skin, steadier moods, restful sleep. However, this shift isn't happening in isolation. Food businesses, from global franchises to tiny startups, are responding with energy and creativity. Supermarkets feature entire aisles devoted to fermented foods, alt grains, and plant-based cheeses. Fast casual restaurants boast build-your-own-bowl stations, offering a rainbow of vegetables, legumes, and sprouted grains. Even food delivery services are rolling out menu options tailored for gut health, low inflammation, or specific nutrient goals. And as more people become educated about the relationship between diet and well-being, community gardens, school lunch programs, and public policy initiatives are catching up. Urban green spaces teem with kale, carrots, and herbs. Cities sponsor weekend farmers markets, and schools introduce students to hands-on culinary education, teaching them that food is both fun and fundamental to lifelong health. Still, the question remains: could there be even deeper levels of transformation yet to come? As our understanding of the gut-brain connection deepens, neuroscientists propose that nourishing the gut might also uplift society by reducing anxiety and depression, improving focus, and increasing empathy. Longevity researchers suggest that the seeds of longer, healthier, more vibrant lives are planted not in genetic lottery, but in daily habits as humble and accessible as what we decide to cook for dinner. In examining the present, one finds it is the accumulation of countless individual choices. Each meal is an opportunity. A single forkful can either inflame or calm the gut, raise or lower inflammation, encourage or discourage the growth of resilient, health-promoting microbes. Each trip to the market is a chance to support sustainable agriculture, local economies, and fair practices. Each child who learns to savor vegetables, to try new grains, to assemble a plate that's alive with diversity, brings the world closer to a collective vision of health, not just for humans, but for the planet itself. This vision is ultimately about empowerment. No matter your age, your dietary tradition, or your starting point, the power to revolutionize your health through food is now accessible. The scientific community provides the tools, the culinary world delivers the flavors, and each person writes their own food story, one meal at a time. In summary, the food movement of 2025 is a vibrant fusion of ancient wisdom and modern science. The focus on gut health and plant-forward meals is not a fleeting trend, nor a movement reserved for a select few. It is a collective journey towards holistic well-being, a return to the roots of nourishment, and a bold step into the future of preventive health. In this world, every plate is a canvas of possibility, supporting energy, resilience, and joy with every bite. As you consider your next meal, know that it's more than just a routine. It's an investment in your day, your life, and the world you wish to help create. Think about the colors, the textures, the origins, and combinations of your ingredients. Reflect on the tiny, unseen allies in your gut, the ripple effects on your community, and the legacy you're building for generations to come. The movement is here, it is now, and it begins with you. With each mindful choice, you're not just eating, you're revolutionizing your health, one delicious forkful at a time.